Hey guys, it's Caroline. Today I'd like to film a foot and ankle rehab video. As some of you know, I'm coming back from a really serious foot injury, and these are exercises that I've been doing daily to help me regain strength in my feet and ankles so that I can move from this injury with strength and health. So I hope you enjoy this video. As always, check with your doctor or physical therapist before doing this or any exercise routine. Healing should be your #1 priority, so listen to your body as we move through these different exercises, and if something hurts, don't do it. You're smart. I know if you listen to yourself, you will be good with your body. So I'm using a foam roller today, so you'll need something to hang on to. So if you don't have a foam roller, you can use an umbrella or maybe a hand on the wall if that helps you. You'll also need a small ball or something to toss. You can use a sock that's been rolled up or maybe a towel. And you'll also need yoga toes, or if you don't have yoga toes, you can use the toe separators that they use for pedicures. So get out your pedicure kit, and we'll be using those later today. So we'll start with something called prances, and I'm going to use my foam roller for support. Stand up nice and tall, and I want you to bring your feet together. So you'll rise up high onto the ball of one foot, and then lifting your spine long, you'll lift up and go over. So we'll go up and down. Now this is something that when I was a dancer, we used a lot to warm up our feet and ankles. If you don't need the foam roller, you can try hands on hips. And I want you to think of your foot as a tripod. So you're pressing through your big toe, not just the pinky toe. So you've got big toe, pinky toe, and heel, tripod. So if you feel a little wobbly, that's normal. And know that it's okay. And keep going, lifting up and down. Think of a long spine, starting to really feel your calves and feet warm up. Good. Hand on the foam roller or wall if you need it. Let's just try 2 more and rest. So now let's just try a double leg calf raise. You can hang on for support if needed, tummy in nice and tight, and you'll lift up on your toes and come right back down. Now, when I was first healing, this exercise was really hard for me because I hadn't used my feet or ankles for about 4 months. So I was all wobbly and scared, but if you move slowly and mindfully, this gets better and better. So again, if something hurts, of course don't do it. That would be bad. Healing needs to come first. But if this starts to wake things up, then that's good. You want things to start to come alive again and reinvigorate that body. Good. Let's just try 2 more. And last one. So now from here, I want you to come up onto your toes, squeeze your glutes and pull your abs in nice and tight. Hold on to the foam roller or not for support. You might feel super wobbly. And all you're going to do is bend the knees, heels down, come up, and try that again. So we'll come up on the toes, bend the knees, heels down, and up. So again, if you don't want the roller or the wall, you can take it out. Ooh, bend, it's much harder then. You can actually see my toes gripping onto the mat. They're like, we have to hang on, which is good, because I want all those guys to do things for me. I don't want them to be dead and limp and not active. I want them to be fit and working out for me. Oh my gosh, this is hard. Let's reverse it. So we'll bend. I'm gonna hang on. Come up and lift and down. Try that again. Bend. And it actually helps to focus your eyes on a spot that's not moving for more balance if you do it without the wall. So you can use that party trick to help you balance. Let's try 2 more. I'm going to hang on today. You have to support yourself in whatever way that means, even if it's a foam roller. Lift and lower. Nice job. So now I want you to try doing a single leg exercise. So I'm going to use the roller today for support. We'll stand up nice and tall, and you're going to come up, shift your weight onto one leg, flex the opposite foot, and then slowly lower down. Switch. So we'll go up on 2 feet, switch on the other foot, lower down, and again. So I'm going to hang on today. This one's still really hard for me. And lower and switch. Lift up, switch. Remember, wobbling is okay. Good, hang on to that wall or foam roller or whatever you need, but it helps to kind of learn how to transfer your weight from one foot to the next. Let's try one more on each side. So lift, shift, lower, and again. Lift, shift, lower, relax. So next we're going to do a push-off exercise. So I call this a chimpanzee exercise, which is, it's really fun. So what you're going to do is you'll step one foot forward, and I want you to use your foot to push off the floor. So like we're talking about fit, active toes, I want you to think that your feet are like chimpanzee feet, really gripping the floor with your toes and pushing off. So you're using all of those toe bones and the arch of your foot. Grip and push. Good. Grip and push. Let's just try 3 more. This is an exercise that just feels really good, and I end up doing it all the time. I'm out of the shower, I'm doing my grip and push exercise. Let's switch so you'll be able to see it from the other side. So we're going to push off, and really think about using all of your toes. Bonus, you get a little bit of balance on that supporting leg, right? So I want you to think about both legs gripping the floor, stabilizing, and really use those toes. Good job. Let's try 2 more. And last one. The next exercise, you'll need your ball. So I want you to pick up your ball or take a few socks and curl them up. You may or may not want the wall or the foam roller, so have that handy just in case. So first, I want you to stand on one leg, pull your tummy in tight, lift the other leg, and balance. Oh my goodness, single leg balance. So if you'd like to make it more intense, you're going to close your eyes. And today, the wind really picks up when you close your eyes. So just so you know, it gets really breezy with the eyes closed. So, you know, if you don't feel like closing the eyes, keep them open. But you can hang on to this one and try the eyes closed, one eye's closed like a pirate, or no eyes closed. And then, now that we've been on one leg for a little bit, I want you to take your ball. It gets tricky, folks, here. So, ball, you're going to toss the ball side to side. Now, if you follow the ball with your eyes, that's harder. So if you don't want to follow the ball with your eyes, this is actually easier if I'm looking at you. Thanks for making this exercise easier. But if I want to advance it, I go side to side. And yep, okay, that's hard. Okay, we're working. I can feel all those little muscles in my foot saying, hello. So nice to be with you again, Caroline. Okay, now it gets really tricky. So now I want you to take the ball and drop it on the ground and then pick it up. Okay, do that again. Ball down. Now, if you've noticed, we've been on one leg for quite a while, so if you need to take a break, take break. Remember, if you're healing from something, healing is your #1 priority. Pushing yourself is not, so don't be stupid. Okay, so we're going to come down with that ball. Whoa! And you should feel your glutes start to fire, your ankle, your shins, all those little muscles in your foot. I love this exercise so much. And if you don't want to drop the ball, you don't have to drop it. You could just do this without the ball, going down, touch the ground, and up. So if you don't have a ball, don't be sad. You can still figure out a great way to do this. Oh, this is so fun. I know, you're having a good time. It's just catch and release. Here we go. Last one. Okay. And, done. Okay, shake it out. You know, you have 2 feet, so we're going to do the other side. So you start with a single leg balance, and you're going to lift the opposite leg, hang on. You can use the foam roller if you're still just coming back from something. Things are super fresh. And remember, if you want to take it up a notch, you just close those eyes. It gets really breezy. You can try one eye. But if you need some support, you just focus on something that's not moving. You have a focal point. And if you're healing from something, if you're doing the single leg balance, that's a really good opportunity to say some positive affirmations. Every day I am stronger and healthier. I feel better and better every day. My body is healing. I'm coming back stronger. I inhale the good stuff, I exhale the rest. I've learned a lot about releasing pain, and a lot of our pain lives up here. So if you can let this stuff go, your body will feel better too. That's my Oprah moment of this video. You're welcome. Okay, so now you're going to take your ball and you go side to side. And woo! I'm getting so coordinated with all this foot rehab stuff. This is great. See, injuries are awesome. And if you lose your ball, don't worry, because you have more balls. I have all sorts of great toys at home, huh? Okay, so side to side. And again, if you fall over, remember that's part of balance. As long as you get right back up and keep moving positively forward. Okay, so now that we've tossed side to side, we'll try the catch and release. So you're going to drop the ball on the floor, bend over, pick it up, and switch. Now, if you want to really play with it, you can drop the ball like further away from you or at an angle. You can really like go all around with it. But if you don't have the ball, again, you can just touch the ground, come back up. Touch the ground, come back up. Oh my gosh, my glutes are on fire and I can really feel my shins and ankles. Let's just try 4 more of these. Whew, butt is burning. Okay, I promised just 2 more. 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, oh, oh. And done. Well done. You did beautiful. So now we'll go to the mat. So on the mat, you won't need your ball anymore, so you can get rid of that. But we'll start with some pointing and flexing. So you're going to extend your legs out straight, sit up super tall, and I want you to flex your feet, move through the ball of your feet, go to your toes, ball, flex. Let's try that again. So we go ball, toes, ball, flex. And when I was really in the beginning of recovery, this stuff was scary at first because I had a lot of trauma from the injury. So I was like scared to use my body. And I moved through these exercises really slowly and just tried to see how they felt. And I tried to be open to feeling whatever I felt that day. And I knew too that like getting things to work again, they would hurt a bit because they hadn't been used for 4 months. So that, you know, soreness and feeling things was kind of normal and not to be scared of that. So that took a while to get over the fear of feeling things again. Feeling things can be good sometimes. So now let's try this in opposition. So you're going to point, flex the opposite foot, and then you'll switch. You'll go flex point, flex point. So that was one thing that really helped me recover from the injury, was getting over the fear of using my feet again and feeling things again. Soreness will happen when you haven't used something for 4 months. This is a normal response to exercise. As long as it's good soreness and you don't overdo it. So really pacing yourself and not going crazy. Don't go crazy. Only the good kind of crazy. I'm a good kind of crazy, hopefully. I love my crazy. Okay, relax. So now bring one knee in, and you're just going to take some ankle circles. So we're going to go around one way, and I want you to try and bring mobility back into that ankle. And yes, I have a pretty pedicure for this video. Made sure I slapped some red nail polish on for you. Good, and let's go the opposite direction. So you're going to circle around, and just bring some ankle mobility back to that joint. You can wiggle your toes. When I do this, I like to have a positive relationship with my feet. So I'll tell them they're doing a good job and that I love them very much. The more you send love to your feet and toes, the more they love you right back. So don't forget that. Okay, switch. Okay, we go out and circle. And these are good exercises that you can split into your day different moments. So you're watching television, you're hanging out, you're on a conference call, as long as it's, you're plugged in and you're safe and you're good to go. Good. Really try to bring ankle mobility back to that joint and switch. And you might notice that one is a little bit different than the other, and that's also normal, so don't freak out about that. Not everything can be perfectly symmetrical. Your body is unique and very special. These exercises feel so good. Okay, and then relax. So now we're going to try an exercise that I'm still working on, and it's something called toe swaps. So I'll show you here. You're going to push your big toe down and lift your little toes. So on this side is not as smart as this side. And that's just, we're working on it. We're working on it. So push big toe down, lift little toes, and then I want you to swap them. So lift the big toe and push all those other toes down. And then you can do it again. So push down, lift up, push down, lift up. This took me at least a month to figure out. At first my toes were like, what the heck? We don't know what to do. So I would say, really be patient and just keep practicing, because it does come. But I remember the first time I started, I sat there and I looked at my toes and I said, they're not moving. And I tried so hard, but nothing happened. So now, today is better. Like, look, they go down, they come up. So big toe, little toe. But if this is your first time doing this video, just know it will come. It will happen for you. Just be patient and keep working at it. Okay, that's fun. Now we're going to play the piano. This one's fun too. So you're just going to take your toes and you're going to play the piano. Any song you like, but just roll through those toes. Try to keep your arch lifted. And look, they're like happy feet. Your feet are getting so happy. Exercise does that. It makes you happy. Produces endorphins and dopamine and all those feel-good chemicals. So even if you're just exercising your feet, it might actually make you feel happier. So, I exercise for the mental and the spiritual benefits, not just the physical. Good. Okay, this is your last one. Play the piano and rest. So now grab your yoga toes or your, pedicure toes, and you're just going to take them, and I've got the yoga toe gems because I wanted my yoga toes to have bling. So yes, there's bling on my yoga toes. It's great. Thank you, yoga toes. So you're going to get your yoga toes on, and I like the gems because you can pull up on the little gems. All that bling. Recovering from foot injury is great. You get diamonds on your foot pads. It's just so awesome. See? Blessings in disguise. So pull up, and then all I want you to do is extend your feet back out into that position with your yoga toes on, and you're just going to squeeze your toes and hold. Now you might get a foot cramp, and that's okay, so if you do, just shake it off. And if you're using pedicure things, that's also cool. You can try those. And then lift. Woo! Feel this one. And squeeze. So when I'm at home, I'll wear my yoga toes around the house just to get my toes to spread. It's really helped with my foot health. And release. Okay, let's try this again. Squeeze. Ooh. And release. Okay, we'll try 2 more. Gosh, and I'm admiring my bling yoga toes. And relax. And last one. And release. I'm going to keep my yoga toes on now that my toes feel super happy, and I definitely already feel better, and I hope that you do too. So these are exercises that I've been using to rehab my foot and ankle health after coming back from an injury. You'll have to leave me a comment below and let me know if these exercises serve you as well. And I can't thank you enough for being a YouTube subscriber and being a part of my positive community online and off. I know there's always beeping vans and crazy traffic noises, but you know what? That's live TV, and real life with you is much better than a fake version of perfect. So I appreciate your patience with all of those beeping vans. I can't thank you enough for joining me today. I hope you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with those who could benefit from all of these fabulous foot exercises. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon at carolinejordanfitness.com.